Welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubry. Plenty to get to in this week's show. The Georgia Southern baseball team coming off a huge sweep on the road at South Alabama. South Alabama, a top 50 RPI school. Georgia Southern maintaining their top 25 ranking after sweeping the Jaguars this past weekend. They had two games the midweek this week. They had Kennesaw State, both games at home, split with them, losing on Tuesday, winning on Wednesday, and they've got a big three-game series coming up this weekend against Coastal Carolina. We'll send you back for some highlights of the Kennesaw State series. Elsewhere, area high school baseball and soccer wrapping up. We had a couple of our area teams falling. The Portal Panthers this week losing in the Elite Eight to Lake Oconee Academy by a score of 4-2. The Panthers leading that game 2-0 in the second half, but Lake Oconee came back to score 4 unanswered goals to end the season. Portal finishes with an 11-3 record, a nice season once again for the Panthers. As for area high school baseball, the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets getting the state playoffs underway on Friday. They'll be taking on Brantley County in the best of a 3-game series, 2 games on Friday, and if game would be taking place Saturday at 2 o'clock. Elsewhere, we had some area high school athletes signing scholarships. We'll send you out to Statesboro High for 4 of them and over to Bulloch Academy for 1. So we'll have that and plenty more coming up on Upon Further Review. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
You choose the combination, and they'll cook in their 500-degree brick oven in just a few minutes. Your own delicious pizza experience using only the freshest ingredients on hand-tossed dough and individually sized just for you. And that Eagle Nation is why they're called Your Pie, because it's all about you. The Your Pie in Statesboro and downtown Savannah is owned and operated by Joe Hunt, a Georgia Southern grad. So when you order your next pizza, be true blue and make it all about you. Go see Joe at Your Pie, and I guarantee it, you'll be glad you did.
McCooks Pharmacy, located on Highway 80 East, is family owned and operated by Lynn and Janie McCook, as well as their son, Josh McCook. Serving the Bulloch County area since 2005, McCooks Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service where the customers come first. Vaccinations are available, including shingles, flu, pneumonia, and Tdap. Drive-through service is available with 2 drive-through windows for your convenience. McCooks Pharmacy offers free local deliveries, and new customers are always welcome. Continuing the tradition of our family caring for your family, McCooks Pharmacy, Highway 80 East. The Georgia Southern football team wrapped up their spring drills with their annual blue-white game this past weekend. We had a chance to bring you some highlights. The first time we've been able to shoot highlights of the Eagles in action all spring, and also hear from Coach and a few of the players. The much anticipated annual blue-white game taking place Saturday at Paulson Stadium as first-year head coach Clay Helton leading the team onto the field. The Eagles excited to see their fans in the stands and a good crowd on hand Saturday. Buffalo transfer Kyle Van Treese working with the #1 offense, and Jalen White looking sharp early with the first down carry. Van Treese later checking down, finding White, who breaks a few tackles for another first down. Van Treese then to Derwin Burgess. Van Treese 16 of 25 for 217 yards and a touchdown. Here he finds Amari Jones, takes a licking and keeps on. Next to Caleb Hood, as plenty of receivers making plays, including Houston transfer Jeremy Singleton, who led the group with 6 catches. And capping the drive, the Eagles showing they still can run the ball. White in for the touchdown. Connor Sugelski taking the second team rep Saturday, and here he finds Sam Kennerson, who had 4 receptions. Sugelski would go 7 of 10 for 87 yards and a score. That score coming on this play as he hits Darius Lewis, who breaks free and goes 32 yards for the touchdown. Lewis, 4 receptions for 70 yards in the game. Back to Van Treese we go. Checking down again and finding Hood across the middle. Hood with 3 receptions. Van Treese then hooks up with Burgess, who continues to fight ahead, 20 yards on this catch and yard after catch. Van Treese next to Singleton, who's pushed out just shy of the 5. The defense with a few moments. Tyler Bride with the hit for a loss on this play. Van Treese then goes to White again, and he's in for the score. 8 carries for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Van Treese then finding Burgess Jr. again, this time for 36 yards. More from the Eagle defense. Seth Robertson, the stop. We go to the second quarter with the score 21-16 White team. In the second, Van Treese to Burgess, but another play by Robertson, breaking this one up. That brings on Alex Rayner for the game's only field goal attempt. It's good, 24-6 White. Next series, Van Treese to Singleton, who puts a nice move on here. The Eagle running backs continuing to get work out of the backfield. Gerald Green makes the grab and gets ahead for a first down. And then it's Van Treese across the middle to Sam Kennerson, fitting in nicely this spring at receiver, getting work with the 1s and the 2s. Cam Ransom trying to lead the team downfield on another scoring drive. He hits Lewis here for a first down, and then Taryn Dixon gets the handoff, and he goes in for the touchdown. It's 37-18 at the half. The blue team getting points for sacks and 3 and outs, among other things. Second half, a running clock, only a few nice plays. Here, Gerald Green breaks free. Looks like he's going to go all the way, but he's knocked down at the 2. After a 74-yard carry, he'd then get the call on the next play. He scores. Green 108 yards rushing. Freshman Zach Roseman with the final chance of putting up some points late in the game. He gives to Dixon for another first down carry. And finally, it's Roseman to Matthew Daniel across the middle for the score. And the final points of the game. Afterward, Coach Helton and the players excited about what they did and the future at Georgia Southern.
It was nice to be able to see just kind of a simple Simon package that we took in basically on both sides, but a good execution, I thought, especially by the first offense, which I was hoping for. Really the second half, as you've been around, the second half of this camp, the offense has kind of hit their stride and got a little swagger about them and gained confidence, and that's what we wanted. Defensively, Will kept it pretty simple today, especially being on TV, but the stars still showed up. Justin Ellis, Dylan Springer were in the backfield making plays, but overall just a really fun day for our team, and I appreciate that team for the 14 weeks of work that they've done.
There was a lot of energy, a lot of plays being made all over the field by a whole lot of different guys. It was just an awesome time to be out there in front of some fans for the first time with my brothers. So it was great. Got people making plays all over the field. I trust the ball. I trust throwing the ball to every guy out there. I trust handing the ball to every guy out there. We got a great offensive line. Because that's where it all starts. You know, the offensive line did a great job today. They're the ones that truly make the plays, because everything starts up front on the line of scrimmage. But we got all of the guys that were out there were making plays. I mean, down to the 2 deep, 3 deep, 4 deep. So it was really cool to see that.
It has helped us a lot. Playing the ball, seeing the ball in the air, playing the ball out the post, open field tackling, just seeing different looks, spread, RPO, fade balls, so it's helped us on both sides, competing against each other. It's going to help us in the season. You will see this upcoming fall. So obviously, last year we only had 4 DBs on the field. Now we have 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 7. So it's new, but it's fun. It's different, learning each other and just being able to love each other also, but learn each other at the same time and just learn the defense at the same time.
Meanwhile, the Georgia Southern men and women's golf teams both making a run this past week. The Lady Eagles able to win their first ever Sun Belt Championship and will advance to their first ever NCAA Regionals. They will be heading to Tallahassee. We had a chance to go out and talk to head coach Mimi Burke and a few of the players about the announcement.
It's definitely exciting to know now, and we're excited that it's a close course. It will be good on the bodies and easy to get down there. So I think that's definitely to our advantage. I've also played a regional there recently at UGA when I was at UGA, so I know the course pretty well. And looking at the teams in the regional, I definitely think it was the best regional to get out of. And I think we've seen most of those teams already throughout the season. So we're excited to go back and compete against them again.
Pretty excited. I'm from Florida, so I'm definitely excited to get back to my home state. We just won in Daytona, so definitely bring good memories for us to be back in Florida. And we're just happy to be in a sunshine state, where it's nice and hot. So
I think we were just all so pumped and excited to have the opportunity. We didn't really care where it was, and the fact that it is just down the road a few hours, I think we're all pumped, and we'll have a lot of family there and able to come. So I think we're all pretty excited about that. I think just keep the same mindset we've had the last few weeks here, and like Coach always says, just kind of start a new chapter here. It's just another golf tournament. It's just another golf shot, and just keep that mindset, and I think we'll be all right.
As for the guys, they fell in match play in the final round to Little Rock, but they will probably still be advancing to the NCAA Regionals. The Regionals show for them will be taking place coming up very soon, and we'll let you know if the Eagles make it and hear from Coach Carter Collins and some of the players on where they'll be heading. All right, stay with us. High school action coming up next. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we know what it means to find the perfect fit. The feeling of surprise. That just right moment of delight. It's what we see every time a family finds their priced right style and snuggle perfect comfort. Because for us, home isn't simply where you live, it's how you live. Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Well, in area high school soccer, the only couple teams left were the Bulloch Academy girls, who are on the road at Frederica on Friday, and the Portal boys, who were hosting Lake Oconee Academy on Wednesday. Let's send you out for some highlights from Portal, them taking on the Titans from Lake Oconee Academy. Portal hosting Lake Oconee Academy in the state quarterfinals. The Panthers able to start the scoring as Jose Sanchez breaks free and blasts this one past the keeper for a 1-0 Portal lead. The Panther defense was doing what they're supposed to do, keeping the Titans in check. Palmer Larkin unable to get the shot off and pounds the ground a little bit later. It's Larkin again. This time he's stopped by Anthony McCubbins, and then McCubbins the stop, and then the Panther is able to eventually clear it out. Sanchez looking to add another before the half, but a nice diving stop by the Titan goalie. And we go to the half, 1-0 Portal. Second half, and a great through ball from Sanchez to Kyle Haddock, who takes a few dribbles, stops, and scores as Portal extends the lead to 2-0. Unfortunately, from there, it was all Lake Oconee. Kyle Beasley starts the scoring here. Mitchell Wofford later will make it 3-2 on the deflection, and the Titans would go on to win this one by a final count of 4-2. And finally, a few of our area high school athletes signing letters of intent. We'll send you over to Bulloch Academy, where Sarah Ellis will be continuing her basketball career, and over to Statesboro High, where 2 football players and 2 members of the girls basketball team were signing scholarship offers as well.
It was a very hard decision out of like all the schools that offered me, but I always wanted to go to a HBCU, and like Miles was like perfect for me because I didn't want to go to like a very big school or a small community. So like it was a nice campus when I went and visited back in March, and it's like one of the first HBCUs ever in America, so that's what I liked about it. And the coaches were nice and the staff was, and it's like a family environment, which I loved about the school.
When I went on my visit there, I really liked the school and the campus, and I really feel like I'm gonna fit in with the team. I like their style of play and how the team played together on the court.
I decided to go to the school because it seems like the best fit for me and for my future and what I wanted to do with my life. And I'm glad that I picked that school because that's something I, always wanted to do. It's very exciting, And, at a point in my life, I didn't know if I was even going to get a scholarship. And so I just stayed patient, glory to God. And so, I stayed patient and I got it.
Phillips Exeter has educated more presidents than Harvard University has itself. And so I'm going there to basically play football so that everyone can see me again, get the open recruiting because I kind of went under the radar, and to also improve my academics just a tiny bit. Harvard University had called Coach Ward and put this opportunity in front of me, so I'm taking a step towards potentially an education in a football career at Harvard University. But I'm not committed, fully committed to Harvard. I have, it's open recruiting after this postgraduate year. So this school specifically puts me in the eyes of multiple Ivy Leagues. And so hopefully I can, with Harvard being my first decision, make a decision, whether it's within the Ivy League or not.
I chose Virginia Western because, since, the beginning we went on our visit, they made me feel at home. The coaches really showed the best interest, really, out of the rest of them. They really made me feel like a family, just not by telling me what I wanted to hear, but actually, showing it. Last season, they didn't really have a good season. They were looking for a point guard, so that really was like a green flag for me off rip. They was, telling me a spot wide open. So I already had in my head that, I was going to already have me a position. I didn't have to, sit out for 2 or 3 years. So I'm really excited.
That'll wrap things up for now. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.